fee that we are asking for, so that we know that you're at least in the program and you haven't dropped out of the program. That's something that is there. So suggestion, I would say, at least do one course. Don't completely leave it blank, though you do have the option of not doing any course at all. But there is a fee which is equivalent to one course fee that you'll have to pay for the term that is not being taken. Okay?
Okay. Yes,
Hello,
thank you.
ma'am.
Yeah. Gopal, can you just wait? I have a lot of raised hands here. Let me just come in some order at least. There are people who've been waiting also. So maybe I'll just do that. Yeah, who else was there? So I'm sorry, I apologize if the order is not completely there. I'm seeing a lot of names, so I'm not necessarily remembering the order. So let me just go in whatever order I see it, right? Akhil, do you have a question?
Yeah, ma'am. My question is, what is the syllabus of quiz 2? I'm very confusing.
Quiz 2 will be based on weeks 1 to 6. So emphasis will be more on weeks 4, 5, 6, but then you cannot say that 1 to 3 I will not study, because they do provide the fundamentals for weeks 4, 5, 6. So it will be like 1 to 6 will be the quiz 2 based on. When you come to quiz 3, it will be based on weeks 1 to 9, with more emphasis, of course, on concepts taught in weeks 7, 8, and 9. But if weeks 1 to 6 feed 7, 8, and 9, you have to know that also. So it's something like you can't say, I studied 0 to 10 in term 1. If I start from something else in term 2, I'll forget 0 to 10, because 0 to 10 will be the basis for what you do in term 2, right? Something like that. Okay?
Yeah, ma'am, but some vacation after quiz 2?
There's no vacation and all. Your term is a straight term. The only breaks that you guys get are between the exam and the next term starts. So March 13th, 14th, if the exam gets over, you get it up to the next registration, and that's only this term because we missed 1 month, right? From the May term onwards, you all will finish exams by August 15th, say September 1st, your next term starts. It's like straight, there's no vacation.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Kunvar, do you have
Ma'am,
a question? Yeah. Akhil, tell me.
ma'am, actually, in the many of the YouTube recorded sessions, they have said that we will be getting the access to central library. And how far can we expect it from now? Actually, we are lacking resources for books.
Yeah, so the library does not have the books that we currently want as part of this program. And as part of this program, there are not many books also being prescribed also. For instance, in maths, they are still suggesting only NCERT books. There's only one book that I think we have put out as an announcement. That's it. For stats, I think, again, there are 2 books that we have put out. So the central library, currently we are working with publishers to see how to get licenses, but there don't seem to be institute licenses for distributing ebooks on loan to students. Publishers are only ready to give us licenses. Say if you want to buy a book, they are ready to give you a 20 or 25% discount, probably whitelisting the domain. But beyond that, I don't think we are getting anything more. So we are still working with publishers of the particular prescribed books to see how to get it into the library and how to give you all access. That's currently the mode that we have.
And one more thing, ma'am. Actually, the final examinations and our campus college examinations are colliding, madam. And can we request for the final examinations to be held only on Sunday?
Yeah, we are working on it. We'll keep you posted if there's any update on that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good morning,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yeah. Who's this?
Ma'am, I'm Kovar Harshvardhan.
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, please can you tell me the exam structure for the end term exams? Like we are having the end term exams in 2 days. Like how will we have it?
See, currently, if you check the website, we have given the dates of the end-term exams. I think it is English and Maths probably on Saturday, and 2 other exams on Sundays. But like I said, we are also working internally on the logistics of this. There might be a change. We'll keep the announcements out as soon as we know. But currently, there is an exam on Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. Depending on the subject you've chosen, you'll have to come in for that particular session to write the exam. Okay.
Ma'am, okay, there's one more query. Actually, one of our students, Stuti, mentioned that we are having another exams on the end term exam date. So, ma'am, if I have an exam on the 14th of March, and if I fail to appear in one of the exam, suppose in the evening slot, so I will be failed in that course. So, can I appear for the same course in the next term? And will I
that's
able
exactly
to?
what I replied to Stuti, right? You'll have to write the end term exam alone for that subject in the next term.
Ma'am, and can I register for the new courses in the new term?
Not if this is a prerequisite. So if you say missed out the statistics 1 end term exam in March, you cannot register for statistics 2 in the May term because you wouldn't have finished the prerequisite. But supposing you've written the exams for Maths 1 and English 1, you can register for English 2 and Maths 2. That is fine.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Good
Yeah.
morning, madam.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Ashish.
Good morning,
Yeah,
ma'am.
just hold on, Suraj. Yeah. Yes, Ashish.
Yeah, good morning, madam. I have query regarding that 24th quiz. Suppose I
Yeah.
have opted for the four subject, so
Yeah.
I have to go in the exam center by 1:30,
Yes,
and I have
sir.
to sit in the exam center up to 6 o'clock to take the examination.
Yes,
So will
correct.
there be any break during the examination?
Currently, we are not doing a break, but the point is that each subject, the quiz is only for 45 minutes. So ideally, it should have been a 3-hour quiz, but we've extended it to 4 hours so that people can take it in a little more relaxed manner and kind of complete whatever. You will not be allowed to go out of the hall in those 4 hours. You can use the restroom alone though. Water will be allowed as per the COVID practice that we had said. So currently, that is the mechanism that we have.
But then also from 1:30 to 6:30 p.m.
Yes.
Because we go to exam center around 1 o'clock, and the exam
Yeah.
center is also out of the city, means in the outer skirt of the city.
Yeah.
So, matlab, practically, I am not feeling a person who starts by 10 o'clock will able to sit continuously in the exam hall for longer duration if the break would not be given. Because inside the exam,
Currently, the break will not be possible, sir. We will not be able to let out students because all the papers will be open and everything. So we are not timing the subjects of 1 hour. All the 4 papers will be open to you. So we can't let out students to take a break and discuss or something like that. It's a Pakka examination. Or if it is too tedious that you all feel 4 hours, then we'll cut it down to 3 hours then. Then 3 hours will be the time we give for the 4 quizzes.
if
We
all
made
the
it 4
four
hours.
Sorry, man. If all the four paper will be open, so then suppose 45 minute, 45 minute, 45 minute, 45. So the person sitting by 2 o'clock will get some extra time also, na? 15 minutes for each paper, because if the person
Yeah,
is
that's
sitting.
exactly the idea that we had, saying that if people find 45 minutes too less for a subject, let's make it 4 hours. That was the intent, that we made it 4 hours. If you finish it earlier, you can leave after 4:30. But if people feel that 4 hours is too long, then we'll make it into a 3-hour examination from next time onwards. Based on feedback, we'll probably cut down the time then.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, Suraj.
Ma'am, I'm not being able to submit the graded assignment of mathematics. And whenever I submit it, after refreshing, it is showing, no option is showing there.
Okay, do one thing. Narayanan, are you on the call?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me, Narayanan, sync up with Suraj, message him, take a Google Meet call and just check it out, no?
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yeah, so you can sync up with my associate Narayan and he will be able to help you. We'll just see what is happening or try some other method. Okay, Suraj?
Oh,
Good
okay, ma'am.
morning,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Ma'am, is
Yeah.
there any predefined level? Earlier it was 40% of the graded assignment. Now something is there of that kind or not?
Yes, the graded assignments are graded assignment. You have to get 40% to be eligible for the hall ticket. We'll take the best 8 out of 12 assignments. Now, since week 4 did not have an assignment, it's only 11 assignments. So we'll take the best 8 out of 11 assignments. See whether you get 40% in that to be eligible for the hall ticket. That is there. That rule is there. Then you have 40% for the quizzes. Best 2 out of 3 quizzes will be taken and we'll take 40% out of that. And in that, the qualifier will be considered as your quiz 1. For those who have registered for whichever subject, the qualifier will be considered as quiz 1. So we'll take that quiz qualifier mark, quiz 1, quiz 2, quiz 3, which we'll write now, best 2 out of 3, 40%. And then we will have 60% for the final exam that you write. That will be the thing.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning,
1
ma'am.
minute. I think there are people waiting. Please wait. Let me just check who wants to go. So, yeah, Ankam, do you have Hariteja? Do you have a
Yes, ma'am.
question?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I wanted to ask regarding the Google Drive.
Yeah.
We have been given access, like it's not showing the limit, and I wanted to know, like, because I wanted to add all my course related material in the drive, like I want to keep all the study material at one place.
Yeah.
So if I want to know if we'll be given access to that even if we leave the college after this.
So once you complete the program, this email ID may not be valid for you. We'll have to look at transferring the drive contents to yours, or probably at that point of time, you can take a backup of whatever you require. But for now, while you're a student, you can access the drive, you can put in your contents there, that should be fine. It's something like leaving a company, right? When I leave it, till I am in a company, I use all the resources. When I have to leave it, I take out whatever backup I want and I move on, right?
Ma'am,
Can be
like
something
in my BTech also, like we have been given a similar G Suite account. Like we have said that after we leave the college, we our student email ID will be converted to an alumni email ID, and like we cannot write, like we cannot add more contents, but we can access the whatever we have already uploaded. Will it be
I'm
similar?
not sure whether, yeah, I'm not sure whether we will retain the alumni account here with G Drive access or not, because this program is also much, much bigger, right? So we don't know the volumes that we will require, and we don't have that kind of a G Suite limit. So we'll have to look at it. It's more like long term. So for now, use it. If there's any change in policy, we'll let you know. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Ankam, okay, Ankam is done. So you can probably, okay. Tanav, do you have a
Yes,
question?
I
Yes.
wanted to inquire that for the March exam, will we
Yeah.
be able to change the city of our exam 2 weeks prior to the exam, because our colleges may or may not start by then?
See, typically to the exam partner, we have to give data about 4 weeks ahead, and they generate the hall tickets 2 weeks ahead. We give you all the hall tickets, and after that, kind of the system is frozen, because we are also doing it across countries. If there is a requirement, and if there is something that is changing at that point, we do realize that now, because of COVID, everything is very, very random and haphazard. We'll try to accommodate as much as you can. Okay, we'll try to see whatever we can do as well, move about and see what we can accommodate. I wouldn't guarantee anything here, but yes, we will try to accommodate as much as we can.
Because when the news will come like 15 days prior, and
Yeah,
we'll
I
have to
got
go
it.
to
I
our
got
particular
what you're saying.
colleges.
We are also aware of it. So currently, let's try to keep the 6 weeks ahead, which is what we are trying to do now for us to finish the processes. If there's any change much closer to the exam, we will accommodate as is possible. Okay.
Thank you.
So let's come to the, yeah, let's cross the river, let's cross the bridge when we come to it, as they say. When you get your notice from the college saying, come here, at that point of time, we'll handle things. Yes, 1 minute, Himanshu.
Okay.
Let me just see who else is there. So, JK, the order of the hands is in the order of how they raise it, is it? It's not
Yes,
alphabetical.
I believe, yeah, in Google Meet, it is as per when
I
they
can
raise.
go, I can go
Yeah,
top to
yeah,
bottom.
sequential. Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes, from top to bottom.
okay. Arvind, do you have a question? Or have we finished with you?
No, ma'am, not yet. So I
Yeah.
have a couple of questions. So basically, currently I'm from Madras,
Yeah.
from Chennai.
Yes.
But at later point of time, I'll be moving to US.
Okay.
Is there any slightest hope that there will be an exam center in US?
How later is this?
Probably in August.
Okay, I don't know, because we've been trying to check out centers in the US, and typically all the centers there don't seem to work on weekends, which means even if we get a center and we want to do an exam, the proctored centers are not going to be open in the US. That is one. And secondly, we don't have permission from the IIT administration to run
Okay.
proctored
Okay.
exams. That's not yet come as an approval for us. So that's the second one. And third one, we'll have to look at the matching of timing. So for now, we are only doing like Dubai, Sri Lanka, maybe a few Southeast Asian countries like Singapore, Indonesia, and all. We are kind of looking at, because the timings at least are somewhere close to our time. So US will be totally probably 12 hour, 10 to 12 hour difference. So we'll have to see how those also work. So even if centers work on Sundays, it cannot be like they'll be working on a Saturday night, right? When our exams will happen. So there are logistics involved. I'm not too sure. I do not know how US is going to work out. So we'll keep you posted. We are trying out a few leads that we have. We'll see how it comes. Okay.
Sure,
We
ma'am.
also
And
got this one. Yeah, we should be getting there. Let's see.
oh, okay, ma'am. And currently I'm in Chennai, so I can access the campus facilities, but I just want to know how feasible it is currently because of the COVID situation. That is one question.
Yeah, because of COVID, the regulations are very, very strict here. They're not permitting even our own students to come in unless they have permissions and letters and all that. So I don't think IIT campus is going to be open for anybody without authorization, at least for the next 1 month. We'll have to see how things change probably mid-February, because we did have a outbreak of COVID cases here amongst the student community, the PG, PhD student community. You would have seen it in the news. So they're being very, very careful now on entry of general people into the campus also. So for the next till February 15th, I don't foresee people being able to generally walk in, even if you have a student ID, because our own students, the BTechs and all, are not permitted to come in. So you can ping us maybe by mid-Feb. Let's see if there's a change in admin rules on entry of people into the campus.
Okay, ma'am. And I have one more question, one final question. So there is a center in Taramani, right? The research center for IIT. So
What
will
is
I
the Taramani Center?
like there is a separate block for research of IIT Madras. That's
The
what I
research
heard.
part you mean. Okay.
Yeah. So will I be able to, get engaged in any of the projects there? Is there any way to, learn about that?
Research Park is just a facility that is built by IIT to facilitate incubating of companies by students and faculty here. So we don't have a direct relationship with them, except that some faculty are probably involved in incubating some companies there. So it has nothing to do with IIT Madras Institute per se.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's like a place that houses companies. That's it. So it's like an independent. Okay. Yeah.
Thank
Sure.
you.
Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ashish, what's your question?
Yes, but I have already discussed my query.
Oh, okay. Then you could probably just
It was
remove your hand.
it was
and
me.
speak.
It was me, Himanshu.
Just wait, Himanshu. I'm coming in the order that's here of raising hands. Okay. So, Vikas, do you have a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, my doubt was regarding NPTEL courses,
Yes.
which are to be credited in the, I think, third year.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, I have completed some of courses which were prescribed in the syllabus. Means out of 8, I have completed till date 3.
Okay.
So, can I credit them after in the third year, or I have to repeat the same again?
No, so the 8 courses that we have put up as part of what we will offer internally, I don't know, what is the courses? Give me the course titles.
Ma'am, Python courses, some of there.
No, Python and
I have
all we don't
completed
have in year
data
3. You can't credit those. Those are not part of the program. We will have something which is very specific to application development or data sciences in the year 3. And we'll have to put out the list of NPTEL courses that can be credited there.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, they are not existing today?
Yeah, but
Sorry?
1 second, because Baki, 1 minute. There is a small admin request for all those people whose queries have been answered. Can you kindly exit the room, because we are recording this session and we'll give the recordings to everyone. There are a lot more people who are queuing in, and we want to address most of the people as far as possible. So if your query is answered, kindly you can leave the room. The same session is again available from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and we'll be sharing the recordings of both the sessions in all the courses. Thank you.
Yeah. Go on, Vikas. Which courses
Ma'am, I
are
was
these?
simply asking ki if someone has completed the courses
Yeah.
and they haven't been credited anywhere, so can we credit it after the completion of courses, means when we are going to require it?
See, it depends on which course you have done and what we can credit it for. So in year 1 and year 2, we don't have crediting of extra courses. In year 3 only, we're accepting NPTEL courses for credit transfer. That too, it is only 3 courses. So we'll put up a list of courses from NPTEL that will be permitted for credit transfer, which will be related to the stream that you want to do, whether it's AI/ML or whether it's application development or whether it is systems related. So only those courses can be credited, and the validity also we'll have to check for that. If it's still valid and there is some opportunity, we'll permit that. Otherwise, you'll have to do some other course that we specify at that point of time.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Vikas. Akshat, what's your question?
Ma'am, I have registered for 4 courses this term, ma'am, and I've happened to just register 3 courses for August term, August exam. So, ma'am, will I be able to register for the diploma term, because my one course might have been left? So, ma'am, what's your answer about it?
You have to complete the 8 courses, then only it will allow entry into diploma level. The year 1 has to be completed before you go to year 2. All 8 courses have to be completed before you go to year 2. So if you have 4 plus 3, 7, one more you'll have to complete separately and then move on to diploma.
Okay, ma'am. So this whole year, that December term also will be taken for one courses, ma'am. No?
If you're doing one course, yes, it will be that. But why wouldn't you register for 4 more in August term? I didn't get that point.
Just a general query, ma'am. I will register for all.
Right. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you have to complete all 8 courses of year 1 to get into the diploma level. So space yourself and try to do much better in the courses if you're thinking about 3 terms. Don't bunch yourselves to 4-3-1. I would say rather do maybe 3-3-2 and try to ace it and get 80s and 90s rather than struggle with 4 courses. That might be an alternative. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I am trying to just finish off in 2 terms, ma'am.
Great.
This one and the yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Foundation level.
Sure. Good, Akshat. Vinay, can we get your answer? Vinay or
Yes,
Vinay?
ma'am.
I don't know. Yeah.
Ma'am, I want to ask that can we skip the one quiz out of 3 because
Yes, you
only
can.
best of 2 is considered.
Yes, we take best 2 out of 3, so you can skip one quiz if you wish. But I would suggest that don't skip it unless you have a really valid reason to skip it. So don't skip it because you can skip it. Do try it because it will help you in your final exam. You can better your scores also. In fact, the mandatory requirement is only 1 quiz. If you don't appear for 2 also, we will put 0 for the quiz 2, quiz 3. When we take best 2 out of 3, we will still get a score. But I would suggest don't skip any quiz if you can. Okay, as per rule, yes, you can, but I would say
One more
don't
doubt.
do it. Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Ma'am, I can't understand the division of 1 year into 2 semesters and 3 terms. How can we relate the
Can
semesters
you
and
mute
terms?
yourself? I'll call you in the order in which you've raised hands. Yes, Vinay. Yeah. See, the semester is a breakup as per the regular degree programs that you all are familiar with. So there is an even semester, odd semester, or every year has 2 semesters. There are courses that you have to do in July semester, courses that you have to do in Jan semester. In a physical college, you don't get a choice of doing some of the courses, say of the July semester, and saying I'll do 3 more courses in January or something. If the college semester curriculum says you have to do 5 courses and 1 lab in July, all of you in that program have to do the same 5 courses and that 1 lab in July. That's how the program goes. The way that we have done it is instead of 2 semesters, there are 3 terms. So there's a January term, there's a May term, and a July term. And we are saying that you can do your 8 courses of year 1 as per your convenience in any term you want. There are prerequisites though. So for instance, you have to finish maths 1 before you go on to maths 2. You have to finish stats 1 before you go on to stats 2. But supposing you say, I don't want to study or I cannot study 4 courses in a term, which is the maximum, please study 1 course, 2 courses or something. That is much easier to do. So the terms that we have are physical time periods in a year in which you can study. And the semester-wise listing that we have given is as per the curriculum of the program. So you have to finish semesters 1 and 2 courses before you get on to year 2 diploma level. Okay, but whether you do it in 1 term, 2 terms, 3 terms, 5 terms, it does not matter. Everybody can do it at their own pace. Is this okay? Do you get the point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sure. Nishant, what's your question?
Good morning, ma'am. I am a resident of Chennai, ma'am. So I'm in Avadi. Currently, I am residing at Avadi. So in nearby Avadi, we have a center for exam where I had written my qualifier. But now for the quiz 2, I have been allotted somewhere very far. So which is nearly 2 hours. We have to go 2 hours and written for 2 hours. So it's difficult to write. So at least
TCS has at least some 30-40 centers in Chennai. Based on whatever exams are going on around at that point of time, we also get allocation. So last time I think we got Alim Mohammed as a center. This time we didn't get Alim Mohammed. We got something in Kundrapur and we got something in Kovalambakam. So both of these are there, and that's how the allocations have happened. Plus, we are following the COVID regulation of only alternate seating. So only half the capacity of a center we are able to use. So that's the way that we have allocated candidates. I get your point. We'll try to see whatever nearby allocation we can get. But I think these 2 are kind of reachable at this point in time. Transport has opened quite a bit here. So I think it should be okay.
Yes, ma'am. Last time I had got Ali Mohammed, ma'am. So
yeah, we didn't get it this time. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Pratish, what's your question?
Ma'am, my question is that I am currently working. So if my office is open in March, then currently I feel my examination center in Varanasi. So if my company is open and I go to Chandigarh for that time, so can I change my examination center in between these?
Yeah, so the same answer like I gave before. Normally, we are now saying up to 6 weeks ahead for planning of logistics for all the candidates across 110 cities. It takes us time. It's not very easy to make systemic changes on TCS platform, to generate it, give you all hall tickets again, to change it in the system that you will be not there in Varanasi, but you will be in Chandigarh and all. It's not easy for us, but we will try to accommodate based on whatever you write. No guarantees here. Write to us, we'll see what best we can do. If it's very close to the exam, we'll have to decide on whether it's feasible or not. Okay. If possible, tell us much ahead. That will be easier for us to facilitate. If it is only 1 or 2 weeks ahead, we'll try our best on our side. Okay, Pratyush?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Naveen, what's your question?
Ma'am, to enter national, I want to complete the foundation level now, ma'am. Currently, my course clearing ability is 3, ma'am. If I have left only one course in one term, can I continue apply for a diploma course in that term?
No, you'll have to complete this one course in the September-December term and then only move on to your diploma. So supposing you're doing 3 courses now and your credit clearing capability allows you to take 4 next term, you'll still be only on 7. You'll have to complete 8 to enter your diploma. So first year has to be completed before you move to second year. There is no concept of arrears in our program. It is a level by level completion. So that one course you'll have to do in December term and then move on from January to diploma year.
Okay, ma'am. I want to do next.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah,
Hello,
sure.
ma'am.
Tanmay, just wait for your turn. No, I'm going by the order in which people have raised hands because people are waiting also.
Okay, fine, ma'am.
Just raise your hand, I'll call.
Okay, ma'am.
Abhinav, Bani Shetty, Abhinav, do you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. I
Morning.
just wanted to ask that the interaction with the faculty support staff has been very limited currently, ma'am, in the discussion forum. Like
Okay.
compared to the qualifier process, during the qualifier process, the faculty staff used to answer questions in the discussion forum extensively. So it has been very limited now. So I just wanted to notice you about that and request you to
JK, you want to
please
take
look
this
into it.
question?
Ma'am?
No, Jay Krishnan, my associate, is here. I'm asking whether he wants to take this question. JK, are you there?
Hey,
Okay.
hi. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
hear the
What was the
question?
query? No. I just heard it partially. Can you repeat it?
He's
Sure,
saying
sir,
on the
sure, sir.
discussion forum, the queries are not being responded to on our side. The instructors had more interaction with the students during the qualifier than now.
Okay, so yeah, so the discussion forum, we are seeing couple of problems in discussions forum which we are trying to solve because half of the people have not been signed in, they are leaving, and all those problems are there. We are trying to rectify it, but I'll check with the instructors team to see which all queries are not been answered. If you can just highlight, maybe respond back again in that particular query if you have not received a response, it will be easier for us to track.
No, sir, like this issue has been seen across the whole discussion forum, sir. So whoever student has raised a question, I personally, I don't know whether there was any interaction with the faculty support staff or not. I didn't see any answers from them, sir. Like previously, if other students used to have any questions, we just go over there and there used to be an answer from faculty support staff or any other peer student as possible. So our doubts used to be cleared in that way. At least we didn't have to post any extra question on our side. So you know
Okay.
what I'm saying, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just opening the Google Groups over here, and what I can see is there are questions being answered. So can you give me an example? So what is your roll number? I will just check whether your question. So I'm opening computational thinking, for example, right now in my screen, and
Could you please
what I
open the
see.
statistics, sir? So I've been not active in the computational thinking discussion group. So
Yeah. One
JK, shall we
second.
take this offline with him?
Yeah, we can take this offline. So I need to check in MA 1002, right? Can you post your roll number in chat? I'll take it from there.
Yeah. And
Sure,
move on
sir,
to the
sure.
next question, Sabina. Let him just check
Yeah,
and come back.
thank
Okay?
you,
Yeah, and meanwhile, we'll also push our instructors team to answer these unanswered questions. Okay, Abhinav?
Okay, sir, can you please provide me with your email so that I can contact you
You can
regarding
post
this
it in
issue?
your chat. I'll take it from there. Don't worry. Your email address in chat, I'll take it from there.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, ma'am.
thanks.
Yeah, Rushil, but can you give me a question?
Ma'am, it's Man Bhatt. Good morning. I have applied
Yeah.
for changing in the contact number for this program. I filled the Google
Yeah,
form
we'll get it done.
which they replied, but
Huh.
I need to get it done as soon as possible, as that number is not with me now.
Yeah. So have you filled the Google form that we shared with the changes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll get the changes synced. That I'll get it done maybe this week. I think it's in the pipeline. We'll get it done this week. Okay.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Sure. Anirban, what's your question?
Ma'am, I wanted to ask, I have synced the Google account, but it does not show any office hours or it does not provide me with any notification. So is it updated or not? Are you
Anirban, the notifications have to be enabled from your end, not from our end.
I have already enabled it. Means I don't even see the office hour in my Google calendar when I go check it.
This is not possible because we are opening the calendar and the open office, I see it has been scheduled for all courses.
No,
Can you check once more?
You sent me some emails, right? When I go and click on the links in the email, I can go and check, okay, if there is an office hour. But when I sync it with my, the Google account which you provided, the student, it does not show up in that.
Okay, so I'll just share my screen so that I don't have screen sharing enabled. But I'm opening the calendar at my end, so I can see open office hours for all 4 courses. The same link has been set up from 11 to 12 and 6 to 7. You may have to check how. So I hope you are accessing the calendar right from your account and no other emails have been enabled in the browser.
Okay, so wait, I'll just share you my screen if it is possible.
Screen sharing is disabled, I think. I think you can't share your screen.
No, it is disabled right now. Okay, so what I am saying is, see, when you open Google Calendar through the email link which you sent, okay, I can find that there is an English course live session at this hour and that hour. Okay.
Yes.
But when I go to my Google Calendar app, okay, I don't see those.
Okay, so just hold on. I'm just sharing a screen from, so this is my online degree calendar link. If you are able to see the screen, I hope you have added this calendar to your settings. So you can see 4 different colors coming over here.
Yeah.
And each of them are computational thinking, mathematics, statistics, and the red one is English. So I'll enable English also. So what you see over here is all the 4 calendars, the open office hours and every other live session details have been updated in the calendar. So I'm not really sure, and this is my online degree account. Okay.
So see, I get this type of screen if I open through the link, that's the email link which you sent, right? But if I go and check it in my, what do you say, the calendar app.
You have to add it to your calendar.
Add it to your calendar. You have to click. Yeah, you have to click it and add it to your calendar.
No, I have added them, but still it does not show up.
Okay, so let's do one thing.
Hey, can we take it offline? So I think this is some other issue. Can you send me an email? I've shared my email address in the chat. Okay. Okay, so send an email.
I just have screen sharing just started for me.
Yeah, Anirban, what we can do is you just take this with JK offline.
Hey, Anirban, from mobile it will not get synced. You will have to use your laptop for it. So from what I can understand is you have enabled English calendar through your laptop, but you haven't synced. See, in mobile, this calendar edition functionality is not enabled by Google. You will have to use your laptop for adding these calendars.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. So once you use your, so Tanuj is also sharing the same thing. So you will have to use your laptop. Okay. Yeah.
So sorry to interrupt, sir. Actually, it's Tanuj here, and I also faced the same issue. And from my Google Calendar app settings, I was able to enable all the 4 calendars, and I was able to use all open hours, all announcements made through my mobile itself, sir.
From so Google Apps, from app settings,
Yes, sir. From Google Calendars app setting, I logged into my online degree account and I went across to settings. Only the default ones are enabled, sir. Like the event, birthday reminders, task reminders are there.
Okay.
We'll have to navigate.
Can you share this with support or post it in the discussion forum? We will actually announce it to everyone there.
Yeah, just send us
Definitely.
the steps that you followed and we can put it up somewhere.
Yes.
That will be good
Yeah,
for
so
us.
that if you have screenshots, I mean mobile shots, phone screenshots, then that would be better.
Definitely, sir. Definitely. I'll
Yeah.
get hold of it.
Thanks, Tanuj.
Yes, sir. My pleasure.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah,
May I please
Anirban,
know,
I think you can mute yourself. Yeah.
ma'am, is it fine to ad hoc questions, or is there some pattern that we have to follow in order to ask a question?
Yeah, just going by the raise hand and there's like
Oh, okay.
tens
I'll
of
raise my
raise
hand.
hands. Yeah,
I'll raise
thanks.
my hand.
I'm not
Abid sir, what's
actually
your
able
question?
to raise my hand.
Hi,
in
ma'am. Good morning.
Yeah.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning. I have two questions to ask. Ma'am, the first question is like using the email ID provided for our degree course, how we are able to access the IEEE papers from the digital library, which is IITM is having. That is the first query I have. And the second is, ma'am, in the computational thinking, we are having challenge questions which are being discussed. So it would be great if they could provide those questions in PDF format to our portal so that if we have missed, we can practice it at our own pace.
Yeah, so the challenge questions have been given as a PDF and the announcement has gone out just now around 11 a.m. So you can see that that is available. And I don't think that these email IDs will be enabled for any other access except for the books and resources that is required for this program. Currently, that is not the model that is being approved internally. So IEEE papers and all will not be accessible through this email ID for now.
Okay, because ma'am, in the orientation, I think Dean Academics said that we would be able to access the e-course,
Yeah, it's not enabled. It's a longer process that we later spoke to him. He had made an announcement, but it's not been enabled yet. It has to, there are a lot more things in that. So we've been discussing, but it's not yet done so far. We'll have to even see whether that's possible because of the way that they have implemented the entire program. So
ma'am, can we anticipate that in the coming years it would be provided?
Yeah, we'll have to discuss on how they will do it because our volumes are larger. So we'll just have to see how they will enable and facilitate it. Talks are underway. So a lot of things, the talks are underway because we just launched the program and a lot of things are happening on the fly also. This is there on the list. We'll keep you posted on how the access comes in. Okay.
Okay, sure, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thanks, Avib sir. Ashwin, can you give me a question?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, in any term, can we choose 0 subjects?
Yes, you can. So there is something called a skipper term, but then you have a keep alive fee that we have for that so that we know that you guys are at least in the program and you're not dropping out of the entire program. So the keep alive fee will be one course fee that is there. This is more to ensure that you guys at least do one course every term and kind of move along in the program rather than drop out completely. So this details will be published very soon. So if you want, you need not do a course then, but there will be a fee for that. So rather than that, you may as well do one course at least.
Okay, ma'am. Now, the second question, ma'am. Now this live interaction schedule has been sent to our mail. There, you can see that starting from Thursday till next Sunday, there are slots available. Can you change it to like the next 4 days so that at the end of the week, like then only we most of the students will complete their weekly content, then it will be like nice to ask questions in the end of the week.
See, anyway,
because
Thursdays
if we have
are,
any
Ashwin, Thursdays are anyway discussion of activity questions and if they have anything on the practice assignment of content release that week. Friday, we are doing a discussion on the graded assignment that closed. So now if this is week 6 that we are in, week 5 will close tomorrow. So this Friday, we will discuss week 5's graded assignment if you'll have any doubts in that. That will be the Friday session. Saturday is going to be a challenge session that is something outside
after
of the
that,
regular
the next
content.
Monday and Tuesday, we don't have any sessions.
Yeah,
right,
we
ma'am?
don't have. Sunday, we have an open session. Sunday is for doubts. So that you can come in and ask whatever doubts you have pertaining to the content. If more people want live interaction sessions, we can facilitate. But we've been seeing that the numbers are hardly like 10 or 15 or 20 who are coming in. That's why we have reduced the number of sessions. In fact, this time, if you know that the qualifier, we had 3 sessions per day per subject. But then we found that after week 2 or something,
Ma'am,
hardly
actually-
people coming in.
Okay, thank you. Thank
Good
you.
afternoon.
Yeah, so Anish, just wait for your turn. No, let me go by order here. Dibyendo, do you have a question?
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Yeah. Morning.
I have submitted my EWS certificate for fees waiver in term 1.
Yeah.
Do I need to submit it in every term before it begins? So I have to give
Not
the credit?
required. An EWS certificate is valid for a year. We'll have to see what is the expiry date on your EWS certificate and we will alert you saying that the next term that you come in, you will have to submit. So normally it's valid for a year or 2 years, depending on the type of government or the state that you come from. So we will have an expiry date, which is put into your dashboard. We are getting that done. You will know when to submit it after that expires. So that should be fine.
So after that expires, I have to keep it ready for next term, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Yes, Arshia.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
Ma'am, I have a question that the courses that we don't take in the Jan term, we will get those in May, but they will start in week 1 or week 5?
We'll start in week 1. So you get this week 5 thing only for this term. After that, everything is week 1. And you will start from the beginning that you can do. Anyway, the contents of weeks 1 to 4 will be the same as the qualifier. So that will be a breeze for you all guys. And you can also do another attempt at the quiz 1 if you want to better your score also. So it's more an opportunity for improving your scores and your grades in that particular term. Qualifier scores will not be carried over as quiz 1 scores for the second term adjoining the qualifier. Only for the first term, we are carrying it over forward.
And ma'am, second question is that what is the syllabus like for quiz 2? Can you confirm it for all subjects?
It's from weeks 1 to 6. Emphasis on weeks 4, 5, 6, but it will have weeks 1 to 6 because weeks 1 to 3 will be foundation for 4, 5, 6 anyways. So for quiz 3, it will be weeks 1 to 9. Yeah. Harish, do you have a question?
Ma'am, are you talking to me or is there another Harish in this meeting?
There is a C Harish who has raised his hand. I don't know if he's here. So, okay, if Harish is not there, Devansh, are you there? Do you have a question?
Yes, ma'am, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, what happened in week 1, 2, and 3 graded assignments for every week? You used to count only best 2 of them. Okay.
That is in the qualifier, yes.
Yeah, this will not continue, no?
No, the eligibility for getting a hall ticket for any subject is we'll take the best 8 out of 12 weekly graded assignments and you have to get more than 40 in that. If you don't get more than 40 in that, you will not be eligible for the hall ticket. So the weekly graded assignments do not contribute to the final score, but they are like an attendance factor for us.
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Yeah, Tripti, what's your question?
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, I can hear you. Yes.
Ma'am, I want to know that what is the passing criteria for end term exam so as to successfully move to the next term?
Can you just check the website page under academic section? There'll be something called subject marks and final exam and all that. We've given all the entire table, how the grading is done, what letter grades you'll get, what is the criteria. It's given in detail there. So I don't want to spend time repeating that. If you have any further doubts on that, you write to support. We'll reply to you with that.
Okay, ma'am. I have one more doubt.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm unable to access the Google Calendar with my official ID.
Tripti, are you accessing calendar from mobile or from laptop?
They have
a from laptop.
Okay. One more thing. Are you logged in with another email address in the same browser when you are trying to access the calendar?
Yes, sir. I have one more ID, but I will logging in from my official email ID.
No, so in your browser, you have to log in only with your email address. You have to sign out from all other accounts and sign in with your address alone. Then only the calendar will be visible. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thanks.
Switching the account can also work.
Hello.
Yeah, Vinay was saying that switching the account also might work. So he was saying something like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Tanuj, do you have a question?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Very good morning, ma'am. Apologies if I am repeating out any question, ma'am, but I just wanted to know if any assignment score has got any relation with the quizzes. Is our participation or score of quizzes anyway affected by our assignment scores individually?
No, the weekly graded assignment scores are like attendance. You have to do you have to submit the weekly graded assignment. We'll take the best 8 out of 12. This time it will be best 8 out of 11 because you all didn't do week 4 graded assignment, and you have to get more than 40% average in that. That will be eligibility to get the hall ticket. It will not contribute to your final score.
Definitely, ma'am. Ma'am, another doubt what I've got is that during our open office academical doubt sessions, ma'am, except for this session, can we stay in the meet, ma'am? Like since it is not being filled up to the level of 100 participants or so. So if I don't have any doubt in particular as a person, if I can observe other person's doubt and their clarification, I thought it will be better. So can we stay in doubt sessions?
JK?
Yeah, as long as the 100 limit is not reached, because the Google Meet, currently I see that more than 40 people are waiting to come into this particular session. So if you do not have a doubt, it is polite and the etiquette is better to leave out the thing, because we'll be recording and we'll be putting this up in the course also.
Okay, sir, that should be fine. Yes, sir. Sir, and one other thing I just wanted the opinion was on, as shared by the IIT Madras's social media handle, it was like mentioned like there was a meeting and greeting session with the students. So I just wanted to know, like we weren't aware, so many of the students weren't aware of that comment section also. I was able to feel the same thing. Any comment on that, sir?
Yeah, so we will be continuing the meet and greet sessions even in the subsequent semesters also. See, the larger idea is to know each of you even as a micro group. So we will continuously have these kind of sessions like open office, where we can actually interact with you and know you better, and both sides. I mean, you can know us better, we can know you better. These kind of sessions we will regularly be conducting. So don't feel disheartened that you didn't know it. I think the numbers, I think it was restricted for the time being because of COVID and other kind of issues that we had. But as now the vaccine has come and more kind of relaxations coming, we will have proper meet and greets hopefully by next semester.
That's so nice, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Yeah, Anmol, tell me. I don't know. I see a raised hand for you, but I'm not able to see it in the hands that are raised. Yes, tell me what question you have.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I saw that there are eight courses in term one. So if someone takes 4 courses, in 8 courses in first year.
Yeah,
8 courses in first year. So if someone takes 4 courses in term one and then again 4 courses in term two, then in term 3 he might not be left with any of the courses. So
you can start diploma.
Okay.
Term 3 you will start diploma then. See, that's why the terms do not have any implication on the semester for us. It's not like 1 year is equivalent to 2 semesters for us. 2 terms can also be 2 semesters equivalent, or it can be 6 terms also equal to 2 semesters. There's no connection between that. So in term 1 and term 2, if you finish the 8 courses, term 3 you can get onto your diploma level. This is also given on our website, where we have given the different paths that you can take to complete the program. So in term 3, you can start off with your diploma.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a doubt. Someone asked in the discussion forum that the syllabus of quiz 2. So
it's weeks 1 to 6. It's weeks 1 to 6 with emphasis on weeks 4 to 6.
Yeah, but one of the instructors mentioned there that
I've seen all that, but I think Professor was very clear. We cumulative assessments. It won't be like only for that week. We can't say that this concept is not there in week 4 to 6, hence it's out of syllabus or some such. Whatever questions come will be on what is taught to you and whichever week of the course it is. Okay?
Yeah, I know that. But one of the instructors mentioned there that the syllabus will be 4, 5, 6.
Emphasis is on weeks 4, 5, and 6, but it will be a cumulative assessment. In fact, when you go to stats 2, there might be something that is also coming from stats 1, right? Because that forms a prerequisite for it. You can't say this is not stats 1 content. I've not been taught in stats 2, hence I can't answer it. So it's all cumulative knowledge assessment that we'll be doing. The emphasis will be on the newer contents. That's all. Yeah. Jaren, yes, tell me.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. I will not be able to write the coming exam because of some situation, the coming quiz.
Okay. So try to attempt at least a February quiz. Anyway, you have the qualifier which will be counted as quiz 1. So try to do the February quiz and at least get best 2 out of 3. Okay.
Courses for myself, but I am finding it hard to cope with my current BTech studies as well as with these. So is there any option if I can reduce it to 2?
Not currently, not now. If you want, you need not appear and you need not do anything. It will just go as a course that you're not doing. There is nothing much that as a systemic recording that you need to do with us that you're dropping out of a course for now. But yeah, you can complete at least 1 or 2 or 3, whatever you're comfortable with in the courses that you have registered. And you can re-register for the courses in the next term as per your convenience and how much way you can study. Okay.
So ma'am, in the coming cases, if I only do like 2 courses and I get, maybe I fail in another course, I can again do that in another.
Yeah. You can reattempt till you finish that course. That's not a problem. Here we don't have any such rules, except you have to finish all the courses of one level to move to the next level. That's it.
So ma'am, so the next time registering, I will have to again pay the course fee, right?
Yes, because we've made arrangements for all of you to study for all the courses that you're registered for, right? We made payments to the exam partner, which is a bulk of the expenditure actually for us. So in that sense, all that is done.
One last doubt. When it will be available for me to reduce the course numbers? Is it up to the quiz 3 or?
Let me get back to you on that. You send me a mail on support. I'll answer to your reply separately. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
I'll do that. Kumar, what's your question?
Yeah, hi. So I have the first question, which I think can benefit everyone, is: will people who finish their foundation course, let's say, will everyone who finishes all the required courses be given a certificate, or will it be people who are leaving out and dropping out of the course? Same thing goes for diploma and then ultimately to the degree. So yeah.
Go on. Sorry.
So can there be a provisional certificate that people can then submit back if they're getting a diploma, for example, to the next stage?
Foundational level, after you finish it, you will get a certificate which says the foundation level is completed. That will be with you. That's only from the CC of the institute, so that should be fine to have. The diploma level, when you are doing, we will issue the certificate to you, but then it will have to be resubmitted back if you are proceeding to the degree level, because for the same academic program, you cannot have diploma and degree level certificates basically. So if somebody is dropping off a diploma, they will get the certificates. If you're proceeding to the degree, you resubmit it back, then you will just get your degree certificate. So something like that. If you need something provisional, say supposing you're starting off with 3rd year courses, but you don't tend to complete it or something, you will get the diploma level certificate and transcripts for whatever courses you completed in 3rd year.
That's absolutely perfect. Then 2 more things which are more problems that I'm facing personally is access to older courses has been removed. I mean, for example, I was eligible for 4 courses, but I planned it out where I took only 2 because I faced problems with statistics, let's say. So I would want access to whatever courses I've already done before. For example, let's say the first 4 weeks, so that maybe I can practice on my own time, watch the videos whenever I find spare time, so that when I finally do take it in the next term, I'm more prepared and I'm more confident in taking the course. So that has been removed. Or even just the links to the videos on YouTube can be a playlist or something that
See, the videos are on YouTube are available to anybody. In fact, like we announced, the videos are going to be available in public mode for anybody who wants to learn from this. We are not going to keep it private at any level. They're copyrighted to us, but they're going to be public. So the videos should be available. In fact, the playlist has been created. I'm not sure why you're not able to access it. You can go and watch all the videos from there. And if you need access to the assignments from the weeks 1 to 4, then we can probably give it to you. Okay, Devang, I'll look into it. Unlisted, you're saying. Let me also see whether we can make it public. We make it public for now. Public was supposed to be the intention that we had. So all of this will be available for you from the other courses. It's not a problem.
Just last one thing is calculator. Can you provide a scientific calculator that you recommend?
I saw the comment on the thing. I saw the comment on the calculator. So this is a calculator that is used across, even the GATE exams and the JEE exams and all that from the exam provider. One thing which I'll check with them is whether the keyboard can be enabled with it for use. So that I will get back to you guys on. Okay.
So this is going to remain an on-screen keyboard and not a physical one.
Probably not a physical, because it's too difficult to check whether what people bring in is a programmable calculator. It's like a mini computer or whatever, It makes it a little complex.
I mean, can you choose one model that you have checked and then you can just prescribe that, and everyone who wants to buy one has the ability to buy one? Because this is something that we're going to be using in our professional life as well. And then if we can practice on that.
Okay. Let me check on that suggestion. I made note of it. Let me go back to the committee on this and get back to you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for the suggestion. That was good. Yes, Ajay, do you have a question?
Yeah, yes, man. I think this question I think you already covered, but
Okay.
still I have some clarity on that. So
Yeah.
you mentioned that qualifier exam is like a Q1 and then a Q2, Q3. I mean, before
Yeah.
we have that end exam. So you
Yeah.
mentioned that even if you want, you can skip Q2 and Q3, right? That is what you mentioned.
You can skip Q2 and Q3. Q1 is done, but when we take the best 2 out of 3 assignments, your the second assignment will be marked 0. So supposing, say, best case, you've gotten 100 out of 100 in your qualifier in that particular subject. When we do half mark of it, it will be 50 when we take the average, and we'll take 40% of that, which is 20 marks. Okay. So just check whether the criteria is enabled for that and whether it is fine. Just check that alone and see whether you're okay. If it's much lesser than that, then your total will also get affected.
Okay. So, I mean, for that 40%, so how much is the eligibility? I think I missed that one there.
So on the academics page, just go down, scroll down to the exam table, the exam, all the procedures and the grading system that we have given. After you read that also, if you have a doubt, you let me know.
Yeah, sure. I got it. Thank you. Yeah.
Sure. Thanks. So next is Damarla Lohit. Do you have a question? Okay, if you're not there, Karnika, do you have a question?
Yeah, ma'am. Good morning.
Morning.
Ma'am, I just wanted to know whether is it possible to change the subject in the course?
Now?
Yeah, ma'am.
No, now it's not possible.
When will it be possible?
Only when you come to the next term and you want to register. Now everything is finalized and closed, right? You can't switch subjects now.
No, because instead of maths, I wanted to take English.
You have informed about this prior, or what was the deal?
Yeah, ma'am. I just mailed it twice. I did not get a reply yet.
Okay, I'll check on your mail. What's the mail ID, or can you resend the mail? I'll check with the support, because at this point in time, if you want to change, I don't think we will change it. All this changes we had accepted before the semester had started.
Yeah, but then the reason for this, I would like to share it in the mail.
Yeah, please send it to us, but probably it's a no, but we'll see whatever you have to write, okay?
Yeah, ma'am, it would be
Hello,
okay
ma'am.
even if it happens after the quiz 2.
No, it won't be possible now, because the contents are already getting released, right? The week 6 content is out, week 7 will be out next week. We're going at pretty fast pace.
Okay, so will it be possible that after the quiz 2 for the
I'm
change?
saying it will be even more difficult as we go into further weeks. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
If it all will change, it's changing now. And I don't think even that's possible, but you send me a mail, let me see the reason for it, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Where do I send the mail to
Send
the
it to support. I made I made note of your name. I'll check with them once a mail comes and then I'll answer it.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. Damadla Lohit, yes,
Madam?
you're unmuted.
Yes, I am now. Madam, if I skip this stats course in term 1 and term 2 also, can I do this both in term 3? Is it possible, madam?
You can't do stats 1 and stats 2 in the same term, sir. You'll have to do stats 1 in one term, and if you pass that, you can register for stats 2.
So that means another
Because
one more
there are
term is required for that.
prerequisites. Yes, there are prerequisites, right? Only if you finish maths 1 and you pass maths 1, you can register for maths 2. Only if you complete stats 1, you can register for stats 2. Only if you complete CT, you can register for introduction to Python programming. So there are prerequisites for each of these. So unless you complete and you actually pass, you cannot even register. We won't even show you that subject when you register.
Okay,
So then
madam,
you have
you
to
said,
do stats 1 in September term and do stats 2 in January term. That is possible.
and if I complete all 4 courses in 2 terms,
Yeah. Yes.
in third term, I can register
You
for
can
diploma.
start diploma courses. Yes, correct.
It is possible.
Yes, totally.
Is there any WhatsApp group, madam, for this?
Not officially from our side, sir. We have not started anything.
This email, a lot of mail is coming, madam, in mail
So you'll have to
inbox?
change the settings, sir. You can change the settings of the email. If you subscribe to the discussion forum, you can change the discussion forum setting to say you do not want mail. You want only one mail with a summary of all the mails in that particular day. There is a setting when you go to Google Groups. You can send a mail to support. We will reply to you on how to change the settings. In fact, there's an announcement also we put out on that, I think.
And what about this Google Classroom or something you have introduced? Is it
There's no Google Classroom, sir. We are not using any Google Classroom.
Google Group or Google something
No,
you told?
there is a discussion forum where you can reach us. There are live instructor sessions where you can reach us. We have calls like this where you can reach us. We have support email ID that we can do. Apart from this, officially from our side, there is no other group of communication.
Okay, madam. Thank you then.
Okay, sir. Karpe Akshay Rajbhav. Rajabhav.
Hello,
Are you there?
ma'am. Can I speak, ma'am? Hello.
Yeah, yes, Akshay.
Ma'am, the email ID will be with us with after the exiting from the
Yeah, I already replied to
foundation
this.
level or
No, we have not. This email ID is there till you're there in the program. Post exiting the program, we'll have to see the logistics on how we are going to manage the email ID. Okay. For now, it's there till you are there in the program. Okay. Yeah. Jani, do you have a question?
Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
I have a question that let's say I have applied for 4 courses for now,
Okay.
and in the next term, these 4 courses will be completed for me. So in the next term, will I be able to access the content of these 4 weeks or not?
Yes, it will always be there. It will
for
always be
courses.
there with you. Yes, it will always be there with you.
Okay, so all the videos and assignments and everything
Yes,
will be there till the end
Yes.
of the program,
Access will
right?
always be. Yes, correct.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. And one more query was there. There are some Cisco WebEx sessions available. So in that Cisco WebEx, can we use our official email ID or do we need to use our personal email
Everybody
ID?
please use the student email ID that we have given to you. Henceforth, any tracking we do, any communication we do, anything that we make note of will be only the student.online degree ID that we have. Nothing else.
Okay, ma'am. So any external platform also we can use the official mail IDs. Okay.
Yes, as a student of IIT Madras, with all the responsibility that comes with it, you can use it.
Okay. Thanks, ma'am.
Yeah. Ujjwal, what's your question?
Hello.
Yes, good morning. I had registered for 3 courses. I have not registered for statistic. So
Okay.
as you are saying, we have to complete 8 courses in the foundation level. So
Yes.
I have left for I have not chosen statistic in my 3 courses. So I have to do statistic in other courses.
So next
Will I
term
have-
you choose statistics 1, and then assuming you pass these 3 courses, you can take maths 2, introduction to Python programming, and English 2. But then term 3 you'll have to do statistics 2, because only after passing statistics 1 you can go on to statistics 2.
The subject that we have not chosen, we have also to read that also.
Yes,
in,
you have
in
to.
the next term.
Yeah, it's not a choice to not do a subject. You only decide when you can do that subject. That's all.
Hello, ma'am.
Ma'am, just to
Uh,
add on.
Yeah, yes, Shinas.
Yeah, just to add on. Actually, he told that he is able to only register for 3 courses. Same with me. Only even I am able to register for only three courses with respect to my marks. So in term 3, there will be 2 subjects left. In the 8, there will be 2 subjects left. In term 1 and term 2, 3, 6 is over. In term 3, 2
No.
subjects.
Yeah, just a minute, Shinas. So if you get more
Yeah,
than
yeah,
70 in your 3 subjects in term 1, you can actually register for 4 in term 2.
Okay.
So in which case you will be left with only 1 subject in term 3. Of course, it's your choice to register for 2 or 3 courses only in next term. But if your CCC marks is more than 70, average of the 3 courses this time that you get as final score 70 and above, you can register for 4 next term. But then you'll still be.
So in case if it is less than 60, in case if it is
then
less than 60, I'll be able to register only for 2 courses. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
correct.
And my doubt is in term 3, if we are able to choose 4 courses, and if we are left with only 1 course in one subject in foundation, can we choose the other 3 subjects from the diploma? No, right?
No, you have to complete all 8 to go to diploma level.
Okay, and about the certification, once if we complete the BSc registration, if we complete the BSc whole course, in the certificate whether it will be mentioned it was an online degree or not.
It won't be mentioned. The certificate templates are put up on the website. Please check that out. In the drop down, we have given the certificate templates. You can check that out.
Okay, thank you.
I can do some more time.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Can I put order that people have raised hands so that people are waiting get a chance? I wouldn't want to break that order. So Lohit, you can raise your hand down. No, I finished with you. Akshay, also you can put down your hand. No, I answered your question.
Ma'am, I have one more question.
Yeah, go ahead. Akshay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you provide the important notes of the courses which videos are discussed in?
Whatever notes, whatever we have, everything is getting provided as lesson content. Okay. So there are transcripts coming out and there are notes coming out. FAQs being published by the instructors. So all those are coming out on the website. Look out for announcements and look out for the content in every week that is there.
And then can we provide the worksheet of 20 to 30 questions per week?
Can we provide the?
Can you provide questions of solve?
Okay, Akshay, it's not clear. You're breaking a lot. I can't hear you actually. Varun, can you mute yourself till we can come to you? Yeah, thanks. So, Chaitanya Prithvi, what do you have?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah.
Regarding the quizzes, can you consider the possible or feasibility of conducting online proctored at home quizzes?
Not possible now. It is only in person that we are going to do at centers. That's what lends credibility to the program. I don't think we're going to go back on that.
Like considering the pandemic and travel issues we have.
No, pandemic, we have conducted exams for 2 lakh people and for NPTEL in December. It was in 170 cities across India. We had a 90% attendance. And I think people have been safe. We have not gotten anything. So I think it's fine.
Like moving forward also in the further courses, like match timings and then...
No, we will have only in-person exams. Quizzes and final exams will be in person. I don't think that's going to get compromised. Okay, Ritvik, do you have a question? Ritvik, are you there? Do you have a question?
Hello?
Okay, Selvakani, do you have a question? Yeah, Ritvik, go on.
Yeah, okay. I was unsubscribed from the computational thinking discussion forum. So I wish to know if the admin can add me.
Yeah, please. There is, I think, Sindhuja, how are we handling it? Do we have a Google form or something for this? Or they write to support and you guys are maintaining a list?
No, so Bharti, let me answer this question. We are downloading all the users who are currently enrolled in all the forms because we are seeing multiple dropouts. We don't know, we haven't unsubscribed anyone from the forum. It has been, so we are not sure who has unsubscribed. So today we will download all the users as on date. We will add those who are missing to the courses by tomorrow. And after that, if somebody unsubscribes, the policy is that we will not add them back to the forum. So we'll send out an announcement regarding this tomorrow morning regarding policies for adding into discussion forum and what students should not do when they are part of a discussion or an announcement.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello, madam. I think you are on mute.
Oh, sorry.
I think the next query, the next person is Harsh. Harsh Kumar.
JK, Selvakani was in queue. I was asking him. I think he has removed his hand thing. Yeah, Selvakani.
Okay, yeah, Selvakani. Yeah.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, all. Just one very small question. I had given request of quiz to location change from Mumbai to Sharjah for which I got the confirmation also, and accordingly I paid the amount, but still I did not got reflected in the dashboard that my location has been changed from Mumbai to Sharjah for the quiz 2 location. So but I still got a confirmation mail from the support mail ID saying that the amount has been received. So shall I assume that this will be taken care during my hall ticket release?
Hall tickets, let me check and get back. Narayan, make note of this, whether we are releasing a new hall ticket or they use the same hall ticket with our email ID, because all this we anyway tell our exam partner there also. They will permit you with the same hall ticket and our email also sometimes. I'll just check with my team whether we are generating new hall tickets and also sending it out. Okay?
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, sure. Harsh, what's your question?
Ma'am, my question is that as we know that for registering, like for Maths 2, we have to clear Maths 1. Similarly, like all those courses who have prerequisites, we have to clear the previous one. But
yes.
in the diploma level, there are many courses who don't have a prerequisite. So my doubt is that suppose in term 1 of the diploma level, I opt for a course and I get a total credit greater than 50. That means I and the end term credit less than 40. That means that yet I am scoring more than 70 as a average of all 4 subjects. So will I? That means that I only have to write the end exam of that particular subject. So can I write the end exam along with the other 4 subjects that I can take in the next term, or will I have to drop out the one of the subjects from the next term?
Yeah, if you're writing the end exam of any course, that will be counted as one of the exams that you're doing for as part of the 4. So if your CCC is 4 and you're repeating a course or writing the end sem exam, that will be counted as one course. Apart from that, you can take 3. And only the 5 courses that are there in the diploma level, level 1, semester 3 do not have prerequisites. Semester 4, everything has a prerequisite to this. So application development 2, prerequisite is application development 1. ML theory, ML practice, the prerequisite is ML foundations. Business analytics has business data management. Your Java programming has database management and Python programming here. So there is no course that does not have a prerequisite in semester 4 as opposed to semester 3. But semester 3, yes, you have to finish all 8 of foundation to get to diploma level. That is like a baseline. And then in semester 3, if you're taking 4 courses and you need to probably repeat one course or something like that, then you that will get counted as one of the courses you're taking as part of the CCC.
That means even just the end term exam will be counted as whole one course.
Yes, because we have only totally 4 sessions. We can't give anybody 5 sessions of exams. There are only 4 sessions of exams that we are going to conduct logistically.
Okay, sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, Rishabh, what's your question?
Ma'am, I was, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Ma'am, I was asking about the people who want to drop the regular degree, if they can or not.
See, that's a recommendation and choice that you have to make. Our recommendation is keep with it unless you're really confident that you can do this IIT degree, because here there are no such concessions that we are going to give. As somebody coming into our program, we will ensure that they will pass out. There is no such thing. While normally, if you see practically in colleges, they do try to ensure that the students do get out with a degree. There is very, very few and very small fraction probably who does not graduate, from regular colleges. So our recommendation is keep your whatever other program, alternate program that you're doing, keep at it, unless of course you're totally convinced and totally sure that this is a program that you can definitely pass and get a degree from. It should not be like you try her for a year and then suddenly find out that you are not able to do it, and then you're like, oh my god, I wasted a year. That should not become the thing. But at the end of the day, I mean, you guys are all adults, you can make your own decisions. So this is something that you have to think about, debate about, and do it. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
and one more question.
Yes.
Ma'am, is there any talks in the committee to convert it into a 4-year BS course?
Not currently. We are even trying to first run a 3-year program. So let's talk about the 4th year when we come to maybe after a year and see how the program goes, how many enroll, how you all do in this program, right? That's the most important part that we have to see. So
Yes,
how you all do it, we'll have to see. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Good day.
Yeah, thank you. Rishabh, do you have a question? Devang, you said you had something related. Tell me.
Yes. So, I mean, the thing was that I think there were a few weeks back, there was some discussion on the online
You're breaking up.
session that you were doing, discussion still going on whether am I audible?
Yeah, it's okay, but you're breaking up a lot. Tell me.
Ma'am, can I ask my question?
Just give me a couple of seconds. I'll change my network. Maybe you can get on to the next question.
Yeah, sure. Harish, you're next in line. Please go on.
Hello, ma'am. I have a question. I'm currently doing my degree in core engineering branch. In case if I decide to go for a master's or MS in computer science or data science field in future, will I be able to get LOR from course professors and transcripts from IITM to apply for an MS?
See, the transcripts will anyway be there. The certificates that you earn will be there. But in terms of letter of recommendation, we'll have to see, because we don't know you all personally as we would in a physical college degree program. See, when you get a letter of recommendation, there is also a lot of things that they recommend you for, right? That we know the student, he's very hardworking. We know that he's this, he's that. They give a lot of other kinds of recommendations also to a student there. Unless we know the students really well in our program, we may not really know or be able to give such a letter of recommendation. What we can say is based on the academic credentials that you have, because that is something that we'll see during the program. If at all the activities come, say like the challenge questions, you're participating in it, we are seeing you all through some other interactions that are recordable and that we have it with us as proof. Letter of recommendation for other aspects may be a little difficult. Academically, yes, we may be able to give you some later.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Vinny, I think we've answered you once, so I'll go on to the others. I'm not taking your question now. Paras,
I have
can you
another
give a question? Yeah, Vinny later. Paras, do you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
Ma'am, I want to ask, will there be any groups like technology group and innovation for the like reading group or something like that? Maybe
Yeah,
chess.
we are working on a few things. It's not all finalized. We'll let you know as and when there are developments, okay? You can send in your ideas, whatever you'll have. We'll see whatever is feasible on our side. We'll check on that. Yeah, Devang, is your network better now?
Yes, am I audible well now?
Yes. Please go on.
Yes. So my question was that earlier that we were discussing about that dropping another degree for the BSc one which we are doing. So my question was that I remember that a few weeks back there was some discussion going on, whether we can do a second degree from home along with an ongoing one, and that whether it would be considered as a proper BSc, like a bachelor's degree or not. So the reason I wanted clarity was that I might be going for higher studies in a relevant field. So I just wanted to ensure if if there is some haze on whether after 3 years there would be some questions raised on the relevance of a online degree being done along with a on-campus degree.
See, it depends on the place that you're applying to and what their policy is. As per us, this is a proper degree certificate that is going to be given by IIT Madras, which has all the powers to give a degree certificate for such a program. The contents are alone online in this program. The exams are all in person and proctored. Hence, we are not even mentioning the word online in the degree certificate if you're doing it. So this is like a different kind of program, the first that we are launching in India from a premier institute. So that's there. So wherever you apply, one, if they know IIT Madras, I think they're going to understand the program. And secondly, their rules are so rigid and their academic board is going to give all kinds of regulations. It depends on every university and how they're going to accept it, right? So I don't think we can answer that question. As per us, it's a legitimate bachelor's degree that you are going to get from IIT Madras. The acceptance of it, you have to see on where you go and how we do. We will try from our side, if there is any information that needs to be provided to the university or the institute, want some letters from us, all that we can do as help from our side. But ultimately, it's up to the receiving university to see how they're going to recognize it. Okay.
Okay. So unless there is someone who is explicitly mentioning that we are like against the online thing. So I mean, if that's not the case, it should be fine, right? Like, is that what I can imagine?
Yes, totally. I think we look at it like a distributed campus program, right? If each of your house can be seen as a sub-campus of IIT Madras in some sense. It's actually like that. You guys are studying at from home, doing all of the activities. That's why we are hell-bent on doing the exams in a proctored mode in person and not doing home proctored exams. So that is something that we are there. That will ensure the rigor and the credibility for the program. So I think if people talk to us and they know the program, it should be fine for us. It's not a completely online program in that sense. Okay.
Right. I mean, the thing was that we, in the mail ID which we have been given, the word online degree comes there as well, right? So that which made us think that, okay, there is some sort of distinction that is probably coming
There
between.
is no distinction. It's just that to say that these students are from this program internally for us as a male community, we just wanted to distinguish because we do have a separate G Suite for you. We do have separate privileges for you and so on. So nothing else distinguishes you all from the other students here. That's it. It's another program of IIT Madras in whatever we have as a BTech, MTech or a HSS program or an MBA program.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Navdeep, can we go to you?
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, my question is that how do we connect with the faculties for like publishing papers or like applying for patent or something like that?
Yeah,
Like,
we'll discuss
their
something
mentorship.
later. We don't have any proper responses for that at this point. We are just trying to launch the program and get into it. So I don't think we have all the modalities worked out. It will come down probably further down the line, but not currently at this point.
Okay, so like, or should I just send it personally to some faculties?
You can
like
send it,
after?
but not now. Currently, I don't think anybody is having the bandwidth. We are just launching the program. We want to see that the program succeeds academically first, and then we look into such things. Because these are more like outliers, right? We want to get the main processes right first.
Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Kumaran, what's your question?
Hi.
Hello.
I have two questions. The first one is on the exam center.
Yeah.
The first one is on the exam center. See, though I have selected my region as South, Chennai South, I've been allotted a center which is 30 kilometers away from my home.
Yeah, it's Kundratur this time. So this is again because of the alternate seating that we have, the capacity got filled up there. So there it's 1,450. We finished filling that up. And the next center that we got was Kundratur, which is kind of servicing the Chennai South as well as the Avadi side. So that's what we had and that's what we could allocate this time. So yeah, again, like I said, we get centers based on the availability in every city at that point of time and how many exams are happening on that particular day.
Okay, okay. Even if that can be dealt, the other thing is that the exam, see, there are many working professionals with you, right, who are doing this course. The problem is that after 3 weeks of this course, we are asked to take the exam. So if we can be given a couple of weeks time to practice and then come to the exam, that will be good.
See, these are periodic exams, right? You're going to have one after 3 weeks, which is into the 4th week, one into the 7th week, one into the 10th week, and then you have the final exam. So it's more like periodic assessments. So if we push the time given for this, the next assessment will go even later. The assessment after that will go even later. So we won't be able to complete it. That's why we have given the flexibility that you take the best 2 out of 3. So if you think you're not ready for one, you can take the next one. Or just write it for whatever you know, because anyway you're studying content week after week, you're attempting the graded assignment. So at least that should be good enough for you all to come and attempt the quizzes. So in the quizzes, we are doing best 2 out of 3, right? So that should, I think, take care of, if at all there is some lag or something in terms of learning on your side.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah? Thank you. Thank you, Kumaran. Utkarsh, yes, go on.
Ma'am, good morning. First of all, I wanted to ask, since as you said this is a proper degree course, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm looking to complete this course within the time frame line as you guys have decided, that is 3 years. So
Yeah.
for that, I actually wanted to take a loan from bank, as a number of things are going to be bared in the expenses, like other than the fee structure, like we have laptops or requirement. So in our house, we are using currently, everybody is not having each laptop. Okay. So I was
Yeah.
looking for a loan option, but when I approached to bank via Vidya Lakshmi portal, so the bank I approached was the SBI, and they said that the institute has not informed yet or something like that. So could you
Okay.
tell me that if there is any possibility that I can get
Yes, so we did approach SBI Bank, and for the loan, but normally for any program that they give a loan for, there is a guarantee of that person will graduate within this particular time period, and when the loan repayment will start kicking off, and they have also a guarantee of a job at the end of it. There is some such rule that they were telling us. But here, since there is no definitive time period in which people will actually get off the program or graduate or something, the area was a little iffy on the SBI side to say how are they going to extend a loan to our students. So how is it that supposing they give a loan to you now after one term and you just drop off after term 2, right? Then what happens was one of the questions which we didn't have an answer to. So we're still working with them on that. I think we'll proceed on this and we'll get back to you on this. I made note of it. It's there in our list already, but we'll get back to you on this.
But the same thing can be done on the regular normal exam degree program also, that if somebody enrolls for a course and then suddenly drops out of
That
the
is
college.
there, but if you look at the statistical history, right, at least 99% of those entering a physical college will tend to graduate. While in an online program, if you look at the statistics, typically the completion rates are anywhere between 5 to 10%. So that is also there with the bank, right? So when they ask us such a question also, it becomes a problem for us. Because see, we are also not collecting yearly fees. We are not collecting commitment to the entire program or some such. The program itself is structured in that way, right? So it's a little new for them also to be extending bank loan for such a program to the students. So we are working on scholarships with our alumni like we had announced, but all these things don't work in one day or 1 week or some such. Everything takes its own time to kind of proceed and progress, you know. So these are there. It's being followed up by one of my associates. I'll again get back to you on this and we'll make an announcement as soon as we have something on this, right?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Please, if it would be very helpful.
Sure, we'll do that. So, Mishra, what's the question?
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, my question is, what will be the criteria to get maximum number of courses for first term of diploma level be same as qualified, that is at least 70% average, ma'am?
Yes, it's a 70%. So for the first term, the CCC is based on qualifier. Second term, CCC is based on term 1 course marks. And from term 3 onwards, the CCC will be based on the average of the total score gotten in the courses of the last 2 terms. So the details are given on the website, so you can check that. So the September term will depend on whatever total scores you get for terms, January term and the May term, whatever you get. It will be the average of that.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Sagar, what's your question?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, hello.
When I registered this program, my physical college with art stream.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. But I have decided to change BA to BSc. Is there any problem?
In your college?
Yes, physical college, ma'am.
Yeah, there's no problem. But if you've submitted any documents to us with relation to whichever degree program you're in your college, please resubmit the document so that we just have the updated version. There's no issue on that, but just update us on it.
Ma'am, I mailed also, but I don't receive any reply.
Okay, let me check with my support team on this. I'll get back to you on this. I've made note of it. I'll check on this. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I again mailed you.
Okay. I'll check on it and I'll get back to you. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Cherian, what's your question?
Good afternoon, Bharati, ma'am.
Yes, good afternoon.
I have 3 observations and 1 question. First thing is the hall ticket that was sent. It was sent on our personal ID for quiz 2.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Second observation is during the first 4 weeks pre-qualifier, I saw that the course mentors were very actively answering questions on the discussion.
Yeah, this has already come to us. Jay Krishnan said he will look into this. So this comment already came to us for one more. We'll look into it and we'll get back to you on this. Okay.
Okay. And one doubt I had is whether week 7 will be after quiz 2 or will it be in that immediate
After quiz 2. After quiz 2. That will be only for quiz 3.
So that means next week you won't release the week 7 content.
We'll release the content on Monday, but it will not be considered for the quiz 2. So you can start studying if you're ready for quiz 2 and you want to go with week 7, you can go ahead with week 7.
And my question is regarding the access to library.
Yeah, that we are still working on the modalities, like I said. So the library still hasn't given us full access for the students here. We'll have to see which sections they open up. How do we bring this domain into it and all. Like I said, the machinery everywhere does not move as swiftly. It takes a lot of time to move some machinery in some places. We're working on it. We'll keep you updated on the library access.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Rahul, what's your question?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, if someone only wants to complete the diploma in data science course, so will there be any internships or placement offers after that?
Placement currently we are only doing for the BSc graduates. Possibly we haven't yet done anything for the diploma graduates. Anyway, the first batch has to graduate and we have to see how they are. Internships also, because it's not part of the regular program that we have an internship requirement, we are not currently pursuing. It might be again for the BSc graduates who are going. We're working with companies more on the BSc graduate taking population rather than the diploma population. So people going out with one diploma or something like that may not be necessarily the focus for us now. So internships and placements may not be really, we are not working on that group for it now.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Vishwesh, what's your question?
Hello, ma'am. What I observed during the qualifier exam is we weren't able to use the calculator using the keyboard.
Yeah, calculator that I've already gotten. I made note of it. We'll look into it and get back on this.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Chaitanya, what's your question?
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
My question is that currently my college has not started its course, so I am preparing for JEE mains. Ma'am, if I in future qualified JEE, so may I continue with my current course?
Yes,
and
yes,
I change
you
my
can.
college?
Yeah, you
And
can.
ma'am,
Not a problem.
and ma'am, my second question is about the placements. That if I got very good marks in the future papers, so will I be called to IIT Madras?
Yeah, the placement opportunities, we have to work out the modalities, because as students, you all are distributed in so many cities across the country. It cannot be fair to call you all here. We might do localized placement drives also in maybe some 6 or 10 locations across the country and ask you all to go to the nearest location. That might be one option. Or maybe IIT Madras also, we might have some options. We are working with the placement division in IIT Madras as well as with companies. We'll keep you all posted in it. Anyway, there's quite some time to go for that, right? 2 more years. So we'll keep you posted on that definitely.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, Mahati, what's your question?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Am I audible to you?
Yes, yes, very clear.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I have 3 questions.
Yeah.
One is, since this morning I'm not able to access the course material, I have sent a mail to the support team.
Okay.
But still I
Yeah,
didn't get
we'll check with them and they'll take a call with you to just sort it out if possible.
Yeah. And the
Okay.
second question is that how do I change the password to the mail that you have sent?
Just go to, you'll have a Gmail interface, right? You can log in with this email ID and say change password. It's just like a regular Gmail only. There's nothing different.
Okay, I'll do that. And the third question is that as one of the student told that we got the hall ticket for the second.
Yeah, I'll just check on that. On the personal ID, we'll resend it on your student.online degree IDs. I was not aware of this. It must have been a miss. I'll just check on this again.
Yeah,
Okay.
ma'am. And the last thing is that initially during after the qualifier exam in the 4th week, I used to get a lot of mails in my the official email ID that you have given. But now since Jan 9th, after Jan 9th, I'm not able to get any discussions that the students are making or any information from the support team. I'm not able to see anything.
See, there are 2 types. One is a discussion forum, which you can subscribe to. That needs to be done from your side, where every post done by the student will be received as an email to you. But that will become too cluttered and clumsy at some point. So you can do a digest or you can do something like that. The other is a set of announcement mails that we send out to you, which is only a one-way broadcast communication. So that's something that is there. Check whether you're not getting announcement as well as discussion forum, or whether you're only not getting the discussion forum because you have probably stopped the every post as an email or some setting that you have done. Like Jai Krishnan, my associate, said, we're also checking on the people who have unsubscribed from forums. Many of them have quit the groups also. Rather than unsubscribe, they have quit the group. So we are doing a comparison of email IDs and we'll get them added back in. So we'll do that. If you still have an issue, let us know. Write to support on which one you're not getting announcement or the discussion forum. We'll look into it.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, please look into that access.
Yeah,
to the
not
code.
able to log in. Yes, I will just check that. I've made note.
Because
I'll
I'm
ask the
getting an
support team to
error 403 that like that. The page you are looking is not exist no longer like that.
Sure, we'll just check into that. We'll probably connect with you through call or something like that. I'll ask them to connect with you.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Bharti, maybe time for final 2 queries.
Yeah, we'll just stop with maybe Mr. Raman or something like that, and then maybe take the remaining evening. Okay.
I did not get the option to raise hand. Maybe if I can get a chance.
Let's just do it quickly. Let's just see. Soumyadeep, what's your question?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Am I audible? Okay,
Yeah.
As you said that you have got plans down the line, so let's suppose you plan something really interesting after we pass out, then will we be still benefited with that? I mean, publishing something or get recommendation?
Yeah, you'll all be alumni of the institute and the program, right? So whatever is possible for alumni, we will be extending at that point of time. That should still be.
And ma'am, people are asking about the master's course in data science. Are you planning something regarding master's?
Not currently.
Offline?
Not currently. We are more focused on getting this program to succeed and work well. Post
Okay,
that.
certainly not this year, right?
No, not this year.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, Shanmugashri Vidya, can you give me a question?
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible to you?
Yeah, here.
Good noon, ma'am. Ma'am, the address that is displayed on my ID card, they issued from IITM, the city name is not mentioned here.
Okay.
I had requested the support team to change it on Jan 5th, I think.
Okay,
let me get any reply on that.
Yeah, I made a note of your name. I'll just check with the support team on where it is. We are syncing up the data still. It should be done maybe this week or next week. Then after that, it should happen. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Another query is, I need to change my phone number, which is currently registered with IITM also.
Yeah. So there's a Google form for that. If you write to support, they'll share it with you. You can enter it there and we'll again sync up the data to the database.
And also mailed with the same. Now, currently I had mailed the same on address change and the phone number change to the support team just now, 5 minutes back.
Okay, we'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Okay. Next query is, I am a 2019 12th completed student, ma'am. For those students, the application form for the counseling that I been submitted this year, I had submitted for the documents, ma'am. I had got allotted for a physical college in this year. How to submit that allotment letter, ma'am?
Yeah, just send it to support again and we will upload it in your main dashboard. For now, that is the only option. So send it to support and we'll take care of it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So Raman sir, thank you for patiently waiting. Please tell me your question.
Ma'am, it was Apul.
Not Apul. In the order of hands, I have only Raman. Yeah. Yes, Raman sir, do you have a question? I don't know if you're speaking, you're on mute. Yeah, you're unmuted now. We can't hear you, sir. I don't know if you're talking still. Okay, Arun, do you have a question?
Yeah, ma'am. Good morning.
Morning.
Ma'am, whether we have access for the live section, previous live section?
Live session?
Recorded live section.
Yeah, we are publishing all the... JK, go on.
Yeah, so the announcement came at 11 o'clock. So if you look at your course, relevant course, the details, a spreadsheet has been shared in the course as a lesson. And you can actually see the recordings. Yeah, the completed ones itself.
Okay.
So we sent that announcement around 11 o'clock. So you may have received it slightly late.
Oh, okay, sir. Whether any eligibility on to we have to score somewhat on weak assignments.
For eligibility for
quiz 2.
No, quiz 2 you can attend. There is no limitation on how much you score in the weekly assessment.
Oh, okay, sir. Can you please send live section details in direct message, phone message?
Arul, there is an email that has sent us with the announcement. So you log into your course under introduction session. The complete calendar is provided.
Yes, sir. I get only for computational thinking. I didn't get.
No, you will get. So you log into any of your course. The same lesson is available even in English, in stats, and in maths also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sure.
How to access the previous live section, sir? Recorded section.
The recorded sessions at the as a second last unit, we have a separate unit called live session. So all the recordings are also uploaded there.
Okay, sir. Now previous section I requested only there is option only, sir. Request to access the previous option only there, sir. You don't have any access.
For which one?
For previous live section, sir. That's what conducted in, I think so, 8th Jan.
Yeah, so previous sessions are over. So you will not get access now, right?
Oh, okay. That's what I am asking, sir.
No, so previous sessions, you want to see the recordings or you want to know when that happened? The sessions, the YouTube links have been uploaded. The schedule has been put in a spreadsheet and it is shared over there in your course. So you can actually look into that schedule and see when the next one is and join for that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Ma'am, can I ask my question now?
Ma'am, can I?
Go on.
I think
We'll probably stop with Vignesh Ramakrishnan. Okay, shall we just close with that? Beyond that, anybody who comes, we won't take it. It'll be another 15 minutes. We'll close with that, I think.
Ma'am, I have a question. I was not able to raise my hand
Just a
through the
minute.
mobile.
This is
Just a minute, all of you. Just JK.
Yeah. So I think we can start. We can stop at Vignesh, and
Vignesh
currently
is
we
what
can
I
from
see now.
R Raman to Vignesh.
Yeah, so Preeto Deep and all, we'll take your questions only in the evening. We are closing with Vignesh for now. So
Preetodip, you can post your query in the chat. We will try to answer in chat also. Okay.
Yeah. So Prakash is next. Is Prakash here? I'll take
Yes,
it in the same order and close it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Prakash.
Morning, ma'am. I just have a couple of questions. One is whether it is possible to change the exam center for the next quiz that is on.
Yeah, you can.
Where I can, because I'm not able to find which location or something.
We'll give you the option. We'll ask you for the option and do it. We are trying to make it editable on the dashboard. If that comes in, it'll happen, or we'll float a form and you can change it there. Don't worry.
One more thing is, along with the say Chennai North or South, is it possible to give the exact location so that we can see whether?
No, it's not possible because it's not possible. They give us centers based on the numbers that we give on that particular date. So there is no choice of centers that are there that you all can pick a center. It's all only in one or two centers.
No, I'm not asking that. I just want to know whether Chennai North, instead of Chennai North, it can be the exact college location. So maybe Chennai North, this college may be very close to me, or Chennai South. I can decide on whether the.
That's what I'm saying, Prakash. So in qualifier month in Avadi, we got AMS Alim Mohammed College. This time for our January exam in Avadi, we did not get Alim Mohammed because they have some other exams running. So this time we got Kundratur Center. Next time maybe Kundratur will be taken up by some other client and we will get some other center. So in Chennai itself, TCS will have like 50 or 70 or 100 centers. So depending on the numbers that we give, depending on the exams they have and all, we also get allocated different centers. That's the only thing.
Okay. Second question is, in the ID card, my signature is very, very thin and light. Is it possible to change it? I can resubmit the signature.
Okay, send it to us. We'll see what we can do, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Send it to support. We'll take care of it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Annie, what's your question? Annie George.
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Ma'am, I'm sorry if the question is repeated, but we have textbooks prescribed for the courses, right? Are there any sites where we can access this for free?
I don't think they are all free textbooks at some level. They are all published by various publishers and they are only available for a cost for purchase. The IIT library access we are trying, but we still haven't worked out the entire logistics on how to enable it here because we are not getting institutional licenses for the books also to share. So we are still working on that. So currently, if you want to access the books, it is only on a purchase basis possibly. There are illegal free floating copies that have been shared, I think, across students group, but we would not recommend it from our side.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Ganesh Pupala, what's your question?
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, Ganesh, we can hear you.
Ma'am, it is the same question, ma'am, regarding quiz 3, and the Google form has not yet been released.
Yeah, we'll get it to you.
And then, ma'am, will it be a guaranteed center change? I have a doubt.
Now, if we say it, yes, it will be a guaranteed center change.
Yeah, okay, ma'am, then thank you.
Yeah, we'll do that. Ujjwal, what's your question?
Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, I want to give a suggestion regarding the timings of the quizzes.
1 minute. Ujjwal, just 1 minute. Apul and Vignesh, can you mute yourselves? I'm getting a lot of echo here.
I can.
Vignesh, mute yourself. No? Ujjwal, yes, go on.
Yes, ma'am. I want to give a suggestion regarding the timings of the quiz 2 and the other upcoming test. The timing that you have given is from 2 to 6 p.m. So, like our cell, the exam center of my is like 4 hours from our home.
Okay.
So,
which city are you in?
I'm in Charkhi Dadri, Haryana.
Okay.
So
and where's the center normally?
Ma'am, Gurugram.
Okay. Tell me.
Yes. So it's not possible to get a transport facility in the evening time. So it was so difficult to come over. So like, can you please change the timings in the morning?
Yeah, not this time. We'll look into it, but I'm still not sure because we are timing it, syncing it up with Dubai exams. Dubai, the afternoon session is much more easier. So that's why we have done this logistic that with one session we can complete the exams. We hardly have 7,000 students. So in some cities, we are just 1 student, 2 students writing exams. So conducting a morning and afternoon session for them makes no logistical sense in some ways. So that's why it's afternoon for now, but we'll look into the suggestion. We'll see how many are there or what we can do about it. Okay. No promises though.
If possible, can you please do that?
Yeah, we'll look into it. We heard you. Varun, what's your question? Varun Pendyala.
Good afternoon, ma'am. So, ma'am, I'm working individual. So, probably what has happened is on Jan 24th and the February 24th, I would not be able to write the exams. I'll be out of the town. So, and also what I have done is I have written a mail to IIT support team that probably 2 subjects I'll drop it off for this session. Maybe this term, and I'll take it on with 1 subject in this term. But I didn't get any response from them.
Okay, let me check on this, Varun. Currently dropping, we don't have an option. We had a last date for dropping courses, and that's where we kind of stopped.
On the last day, I could not enter that Google Sheet. So they immediately on that day or the day on the next day itself, have mailed to the support team saying that I'm unable to access and probably I want to drop off.
Okay, but there has to be a cutoff date, no? People always say the saying that, I couldn't access last day, one more day. It keeps going on for us for logistical reasons. So I'll look into your mail, whatever you have sent, let me go through it. But even if you don't do quizzes 2 and 3, like I said, quiz 1 will become the equivalent of, the qualifier will become equivalent to quiz 1, and that marks will be considered. If it's enough for you that you write the final exam and you can pass with it, maybe you can try for it still. Your choice anyways, but it's still a possibility that you want to see.
No, I didn't get it. Say, if at all I don't write this January 5th.
So there are 3 quizzes. The qualifier is going to be taken as quiz 1. Then there is quiz 2 and quiz 3. We are going to take the best 2 out of 3 quiz marks, and we need 40% from it, right? That's a weightage towards the final score. So depending on what you have gotten in qualifier, divide by 2 because that will be the average if you don't attend quiz 2 and quiz 3. And 40% of that will be contributing to 40% of your total score, right?
Okay.
Then if you write the final exam and you think you will cross 50 marks, you will at least complete a course. So I would suggest don't give up at this point in time. Try to see if you can complete some courses at least.
Okay. Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Okay.
But
Vignesh,
at least my request is not with respect to 2 subjects, but at least cut off 1 subject from me. So that because this travel is really literally bothering me.
Okay, the travel going to some other city, is there an option that you can write the exam in that city?
No, I'll say I'll be moving to Sri Lanka, ma'am. There's a project work going on. So
are you in Colombo in Sri Lanka?
Colombo.
I think we are fixing up an exam city there. Let me see. We just finished the last round of negotiations. Just the MOU has to be done. So Jan 24th, I'm not sure, but Feb 21st, we might be on for Colombo if at all. I can look at that as a possibility for you.
Sure. But at least one subject, take it up. I'm okay with 2 subjects which I've
Let me pull out your email and see whether I can respond to it. Let me just see the situation first.
Sure. Thanks.
Last question we are doing, Vignesh Ramakrishnan. With this, we are closing the session. Ajay, Sai Pariya, Harsh and Sai Vineet and all, we'll take your questions at 6 p.m. in the evening when we have another thing. Already this was supposed to be 1 hour. We are doing almost 2 hours. So I'm going to stop it here with Vignesh. Yes, Vignesh.
Yeah, I had mentioned the question on the chat also. The transcript and slides for week 5, we are unable to actually see them in the courses there.
Okay.
So
for all courses, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Transcripts and slides.
Okay, it's all been shared and only hosted there. I'm not sure whether this is a problem, but yeah we'll check it.
Usually it used to get much easier to see the transcripts rather than the videos, because you can say I am more of a last minute preparation person. So
okay, I'll check on this side. I think it's all shared because we didn't get, otherwise we would have gotten at least a 500 emails saying these are not accessible. Typically that's what happens. So if people have not sent mails, that means they are accessing it. But let me check on this and get back to you. I'm not sure, or check whether the email IDs you're accessing it from the student.online degree ID.
Yeah,
if it's not that, you won't get access.
It from the student ID and it is not accessible to me.
I'm not so sure about that, but yeah, let me check and get back on this.
Okay. And one more question is, like, for the exam, do we need to get the ID card printed and bring that
Not
also?
required. Any ID card is fine. Any ID card, whatever you have is an Aadhaar card, voter's ID, PAN card, anything should be fine. Your regular college ID card, if you have one. If you print this and bring also, it is fine with us. It is not mandatory that you have to print this and come.
Okay. And third question was only regarding the, you can say the extracurricular activities that was mentioned in the initial, you can say, video where all the, you can say, that initial starting of video on
Yeah, so those are all there in the works. That's why we started even this challenge round that we have on Saturday. That's the first step towards it. We'll get into more activities as it comes up. We are planning it, but it takes time to plan for 7,000, 10,000 people. So one is we are looking that program goes well, and second we are also planning for that. We'll keep you posted on it. Okay?
Okay. No, my question is regarding whether there are any credits for that.
It's not a credit in the term of academic sense, but we will be avoiding points for people who participate in it, and all this will be counted when you go in for your placements at some point, because we will have more information about a person on how enthusiastic they are in participating in these activities, right? So there will be points for students on it. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you all for participating and being a part of this. Evening, we will have another session from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. At that point of time, you can ask us any questions or write to support at NPTEL. We'll see that your questions are answered. Okay? Let's
Just
see
one
that.
question last.
Yeah, Vinny.
Are we supposed to complete the diploma level in both data science and programming before registering for the degree level?
Yes, you have to. Yes, Vinny, you have to. That's level 2. You have to finish level 2 to get to level 3. Okay?
If we complete in one, like data science and...
You can't go to year 3.
Okay.
You can exit with a diploma. Yeah. Okay. Okay, thanks all. We are shutting off here at 6 p.m. We'll see you back. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.